Welcome back, friends. We're doing cheesesteaks on the griddle. Oh yeah, this is very easy. The most important thing is your ingredients. We got steak, provolone, onion, and some rolls. The steak is the most important ingredient, obviously. I got a ribeye for this. You can use any steak you want, but the better the steak, the better your cheesesteak. So I recommend a ribeye. I'm putting it in my freezer. Ignore the breast milk. We got a 9-month-old. Just for about a half hour in the freezer, so that we can go ahead and slice as thin as possible. Now you could ask your butcher to do this. I just wanted to show it to you in case, your butcher won't do it for you or something. See all the fat and the marbling? That's what you want. It's an expensive steak, but it's worth it. Take your sharpest knife and then go ahead and just keep slicing it down there into as thin of pieces as you possibly can, because you want them to cook up on the griddle. See that? See how thin it is? You could probably get it thinner, but that's the best I could do with my knife. Your butcher might be able to do better. But, if you want to do it yourself, do it that way. The rolls, I got Sara Lee Artisanal hoagie rolls. You can use whatever hoagie roll you want. I just want it to be soft, and these are the softest ones I can find at my grocery store. So I would just make sure they're soft. Any sort of soft hoagie roll. There comes the onion. So the onion is just a white onion, and then we're just going to dice it up real small, and it's going to go down first onto the griddle. Speaking of which, let's go turn this thing on outside. So our right burner's on low, then off. Then the next ones are close to low, a little bit above low, medium. So the reason I got that one off is because I'm going to do it two ways. I'm going to put my onions down there in the middle where it's lower temperature. And I'm going to do one cheesesteak on the left here where you can see the temperature is a little higher, 360, 370. And I'm going to do one in the low temp area. I did a lot of research, and some people say to do it fast and high to get a sear. You can see again, they're about medium, off, and then low on the right. And some people say to do it low. So I went ahead and tried both high temperature and low temperature. Give you my opinion at the end of which one you should do, because I just wanted to see, if I thought one was better than the other. But you definitely want to do the onions on low. That's why they went down first. I want them to just slowly cook and caramelize. You can see the onions are back there. They've been down for a while, and I don't want to rush the onions. I just want to get them a nice little color on them. I don't want them to burn, and I really want them to get a nice brown color. So now we're just chopping up our meat here. We're going to go ahead and chop it in little pieces. Again, this area is around like 300. It's really not that high, but I wanted to try it out and kind of see what I got. The theory is if it's low, it keeps cooking in the fat and juices, and it's juicier. Whereas if it's high, sure, you're going to sear the meat, but you're going to cook off all the juices, and then it's going to become drier. At least that's what I found from my research. And, I think it did come out a little juicier, to be honest with you, on the low one, but we'll go over that later. So now I'm going to add the onions that have been sitting there for a while. Half of them go in there. I got my dough scraper and my spatula, or you can use two spatulas, whatever you like. I like to use the dough scraper. It just seems easier for me. And I just slowly pull the meat away as it cooks. I'm just pulling it away until it gets into those little steak bits that are down on the griddle. And we'll take a look at that, a little closer look here. Okay, now you can see here on the left side, we got up to about 385, almost 400, which is closer to our steak searing temperature. And then the one there on the off burner, is just kind of chilling, finishing up for us. We're going to put the rest of the steak down, separate it out so that it can all get a nice sear on it. And then we'll do the same thing here. We're just going to keep pulling it apart, let it all cook and sear up. This was a 1 pound steak. It made about 3 orders. Down goes the provolone cheese onto the slow cooked one, and then the bun on top to steam it. So we're going to steam the bun and melt the provolone at the same time. A little bit of salt and pepper. You didn't see me do that on the low and slow one, but I did that earlier. Salt and pepper towards the end. Don't do it at the beginning. It's something that I saw in a video by one of the Philly cheesesteak guys, like Tony Luke or somebody. So we'll keep chopping this thing up, moving around. This is our high heat one, so it's cooking a lot faster, where the low and slow one is just kind of sitting over there melting the cheese. So we'll finish chopping this up, then go check out that cheese, huh? Yeah, look at that. Nice and melty. That's what I'm talking about. So we'll go ahead and do the flip now and get it on the bun. You just put the bun down, slide the spatula underneath it, and we'll give her the old Philly cheesesteak flip, y'all. Boom, slide it off. Look at that. Nice and juicy, all the fat and onions and cheese. That is some good, clean living right there. Bring the onions in for our other one, and then it's cooking up pretty fast, and then we'll go ahead and finish chopping this up and give it the flip as well and let you know what I think. Cheese in the bun to steam it, do another flip for you. And my final verdict is I think I like low and slow better. I do. I'd highly recommend it. I do think it was juicier. They're both delicious. Try the low and slow and let me know what you think in the comments. Also, if you want to see me make another steak dinner, that's on your screen now with asparagus and potatoes. Thank you so much for watching. I think I'll start my diet next week. Have a good one and keep on griddling.